Hey guys, welcome on my channel again, and today I want sharing 5 things I wish I knew when I start photography. If you are a beginner in photography or maybe you're looking for improve your photography, believe me, these 5 tips speed your photography and you don't spend so much time like me, 7 years, to learn and find these 5 things what I didn't know before. Let's start. If you don't know me, I am Monika from Photo in Shadow and I am food and product photographer. And on my channel, I teach photography, food and product photography, how to work with artificial light or natural light, how use your camera, how work with props for photography and more things. Like every Thursday, I do the lessons about Lightroom editing. You can speed your photography with me, have like online consultation, 1 hour. You choose the topic what you want to learn or grow in food or product photography, and I prepare the best resolution for you. And everything is online, but all information you find in link below. I started my photography 7 years ago, and for beginning, what was my passion? I bought camera. I start to learn about photography, food photography, dark mood photography, because I love dark mood photography. I love cooking and I like baking, cooking, and I say, okay, I won't start to do baking, cooking, but I would want to photography this what I cooking and baking. That was my beginner. From 7 years for this moment, I make like thousand mistake. I do still lot of mistake. I learn special now when I have my business. More I learn about business side than photography. But today I won't say about only 5 things what I wish I knew when I start my photography. Let's start from beginner. Topic number 1 is start to use your camera in manual, no auto. When I start to work with my camera, I use automat. Everything I use automat. I didn't understand the parameter. I didn't understand how work the camera. I lose so much time to working on automat. That's camera choice parameter for me. Everything, the lights, ISO, aperture, shutter speed. I put only the button and that's it. But this was big mistake. I should straight away when I have the camera use manual to learn exactly how to work with 3 settings in your camera. What is ISO, aperture and shutter speed. I should straight away learn about this setting, how to work, because now I can control my photo. I straight away know which ISO to use. I straight away I know which aperture to use. I want the small or big number or shutter speed. That really give me control my photo. I have control on my photography shoot. And if you learn about these 3 parameters, really you will be know how one to work with another, what is the connection, and straight away this is only 3 things what you must to learn about how use your camera. Of course, it's like a lens and focus another, but these 3 parameters really help you to grow in photography and understand how work the camera. Things number 2 is like photography in RAW, no JPG. Long time I make mistake. I use JPG. There was very wrong, because when I later must do editing the photo, I don't have too much information. Of course, the plic RAW is like a big plic. It takes so much space on your memory card. But when you start to understand how work, how editing your photo, you will be have more flexible editing your photo with the raw plic. When you editing your photo later, like you change the color or exposure, you don't lose quality your photo. That you should always photograph in RAW and never change this. Believe me, I make so long that's mistake. I didn't understand different. For beginning, I think it's like different only because it's big, take more space on my memory card. When I understand what I can do with this photo later on editing, I change 1 time for RAW and never more. and now I use only one display. You should do this straight away, change the same if you want to grow in photography and editing your photo. Things number 3 is work with different aperture, 1.8, because I bought my first lens was Canon's 15 millimeters aperture 1.8. I start to use exactly the aperture 1.8 or 2.0, and I like this aperture because it's like affect the bokeh. Subject is focused, but everything around is blur. Was amazing for me to work long time. But when I see different photographer the job, different photos, I see many times like product photography, everything is sharp, and I didn't understand how make that sharp. But when I start to use different aperture, exactly I change aperture for 11, for 14, 16, I start to see different, like how I can experiment with the photo. Photo can be more blur or more sharp, everything or around can be sharp. And this is when I change my aperture from aperture like 1.8, when is of course a beautiful depth of field, and you have like bokeh effect, sharp, like when you photography the people portrait is beautiful. But when you want to change something like everything sharp on your photo, you change the aperture for 11, 7, 11, and straight away photo around this frame, everything looks sharp. Things number 4, what I learned and take me so much time, was learn about composition and learn about lights, then gear what you have. When you understand how work composition, how work the lights, special lights, lights is everything in photography for me. You can have color, you can have shadow, sharpness, deep of field. The lights make the atmosphere on your photo. The lights make that feelings on your photo. When you see colors, you have emotion. When you see shadows, you have emotion the same. This is light. Another thing is composition. Believe me, if you understand the rules of third or different type of composition, beginning maybe 3, your photo will be better. You will be work better with the lights. You learn about maybe work with natural lights. When you learn about natural lights work and about artificial light, it's two completely different lights. But when you understand how to work, believe me, you can take amazing photo with the basic equipment, but your photo will be looks professional because the gear is not everything. You don't need so expensive camera. You don't need so expensive lights and things, more gears to make beautiful photos. One thing what I want to say, camera is not important. It's important the person who photography. If you understand how work with these things, you will be always make beautiful photo. You don't must spend £1,000 to buy new gears, because these gears help you to grow. Of course, help you to grow when you understand how to use these gears. Not like you buy expensive camera and you shoot on auto and you think, oh my God, the photo is not this what should be, because you don't understand how to work with this. That is the problem. It's not the problem the camera, it's problem how you understand everything what is including in the photography. The things number 5, and I think is the most important things, learn from another photographer, practice with another photographer, but don't compare yourself to them. You can find person who inspiration you, maybe it's 5-10 photographers. Believe me, learn from them how he work, how he do the photography. You can practice, do the same, and learn quickly photography. But remember, this person started long time ago. He take long time to be in this moment when you find this person. You are beginner or middle photography. You need the same time to learn and grow in photography, understand everything, takes so much time. If you focus on this, like why this person have the clients, why the person this, what I do wrong on this, and the person all the time have clients, all the time work with new person, all the time is success, but my photography is no success. I cannot grow, I cannot find, and this put you down. Believe me, better if you focus on yourself, how to grow photography, how to find inspiration, how to learn new skills and new clients, and always focus on yourself. How I can do this, how I can do that, how I can grow, how I can make more and more, but be competition for yourself. Exactly check how you was 1 year ago, half year ago, and where are you now. And you should be proud for yourself and always looking for new things to grow, to learn photography, to learn like work with the lights, work with the clients, make a better portfolio or more things, and focus on yourself than on another person. This never bring you nothing positive. If you focus on yourself, you will be more relaxed, more happy, less stress and everything. Believe me, this help. I know about this because I was that position. I compare for another photographer. I changed this like 1.5 years ago, and believe me, my business is completely different position than was before. I am more happy, more relaxed. I learned so many things, and I think more positive things from around photographers, photography, and more things. And this help me to grow my company, help me to grow me like in person, like photographer, and be better person. These 5 things I think help you to understand better the photography, help you to grow faster in photography. And believe me, these things, if I will know before I start my photography, I will be speed my photography, I will be do things different, grow faster, learn faster, and ignoring the things what really is not important.